Ladies and gentlemen, today we're reviewing top 1 futures and alpha futures. Let's see which firm wins. Here we have Alpha Futures, beautiful, modern, sleek looking website. They've been in the game since July 2024, which means they just hit their 1-year anniversary, and congratulations by the way. And they're brought to you by Alpha Capital. And here we have top 1 futures, which was established in March 2025. Now, they haven't been in the game as long as Alpha Future has, but they're brought to you by Top 1 Trader, which is a very, very reliable firm. And so far, I believe Top 1 Futures has more Trustpilot reviews than Alpha Futures, which is surprising because Alpha Futures has been in the game for longer. But that just goes to show both of these firms are highly popular among future traders. Speaking of reviews, the Trustpilot rating for Alpha Futures is 4.9, which is excellent, and they have slightly over 500 reviews. In comparison, you got Top 1 Futures, which has a 4.8 Trustpilot review and just a little bit over 1,500 reviews, which is awesome. Now that we had a brief overview of the firms, let's get down to the nitty-gritty and see what the difference really is. When it comes to account sizes, Alpha Futures offers 3 types of account sizes: 50, 100, and 150,000. Top 1 Futures offers 4 account sizes, so just like Alpha Futures does, but they also have a 25,000 account size. So if you're a beginner just starting out in the futures game, the 25k account would be a perfect entry for you because it's not as pricey as a 50k account, and at the same time, the lot size limit is going to be smaller, which we're going to see in a minute. Now, when it comes to account types, Alpha Futures offers the one-step account, just like Top 1 Futures does, but Top 1 Futures has a slight edge over Alpha Futures because they also offer the instant SIM funding account. Alright, now let's talk about the pricing. As you can see, the most affordable Alpha Futures plan is the 50k, which goes for $79 a month. That's for the standard plan, but if you choose the advanced plan, it's going to be exactly double, $139 per month for the 50k account. Now let's have a look at Top 1 Futures, which offers the 50k account for $50 a month. Now, since we're talking about futures, very importantly, I have to mention the activation fee. So besides this, once you pass your challenge phase, you're going to have to pay an activation fee. Now, both Alpha Futures and Top 1 Futures have the same price, which is $149 just to activate your account after you pass the challenge phase. However, the reset fee slightly differs. So Alpha Futures charges anywhere from $59 up to $419 for the reset fee. Depends what type of plan you go and what type of account size you have. Top 1 Future keeps it a little bit more straightforward. So on all elite accounts, it charges anywhere from $29 to $119 for the reset fee. So far, Top 1 Futures has shown to be the better choice for traders who are looking for more affordable accounts, as well as for traders who are just starting out, because they offer a 25k account. That's the lowest size they have. Meanwhile, Alpha Futures' lowest size is 50k. Now, from a platform perspective, it's hard to beat Alpha Futures because they offer 4 different platforms. That is AlphaTix, which is their own platform, Tradovad, NinjaTrader, and TradingView. Real quickly, I'm going to jump into Top 1 Futures. And as you can see, Top 1 Futures only offers Project X, which is also a very great option, but just not enough options. Now, when it comes to leverage, Alpha Futures and Top 1 Futures offer the exact same leverage. Only difference is Top 1 Futures has a 25k account, but instead of giving you like 25 micros, they're giving you 10 micros. So slightly lower leverage on the 25k account. Now, when it comes to commissions, Alpha Futures charges no commission at all if you use their AlphaTix platform. However, Top 1 Futures does charge a little bit of commission even if you use their Project X platform, and the commission is $0.04 for future trading. Okay, now let's compare their profit splits. So Alpha Futures Zero plan is 90% profit split. The standard plan ranges anywhere from 70 to 90%, and we'll go over this in a minute. And the advanced plan is 90%. So what does 70 to 90% really entail in the standard plan? So if you received 1 to 2 payouts, so your first 2 payouts, you're going to receive a 70% profit split. Your third and fourth payout, that's going to be an 80% profit split. And if you want to unlock the 90% payout, you're going to have at least 5 payouts before you can get a 90% profit split. In comparison, Top 1 Futures is a lot more simple and straightforward. All accounts give you a 90 to 10 profit split ratio. Let's talk about drawdown. So Alpha Futures has a trailing drawdown system, which is maxed at 4%. Yeah, they apply the maximum loss limit, which is 4% on the standard account and 3.5% on all advanced accounts. Now in comparison, Top 1 Futures offers a 3.5% max trailing drawdown, which is slightly less than what Alpha Future gives you. Their daily drawdown is 2.5% off account balance, and the end of day balance rule states that if losses exceed 2.5% in a day, trading, that's going to be considered a soft breach until the next day. So your losses can't exceed more than 2.5% a day. However, the Instant Sim account gives you a little bit more room because their max trailing drawdown is 4% instead of 3.5% on the one-step challenge, and their end of day balance rule is 4% instead of the 2.5% on the one-step challenge. Is the BOGO offer still valid? Yes, it is. For both Alpha Futures and Top 1 Futures, you get a free buy one get one account on the one-step challenge if you purchase via Propvator. Not only that, you also receive cashback and the highest industry discount. Sounds like a good deal to me. Link in bio. When it comes to restrictions, Alpha Futures has 46 countries that are prohibited. The list is very long. I'm not going to go through all of it. Just look at the screen, check it out, see if your country is there. Now the list is only bigger for Top 1 Futures, which has 57 restrictions. Once again, I'm not going to go through all of them. Check it out, see if your country is mentioned. So which one should you choose? Well, if you're a trader who values more platform options, you want a firm that's affiliated with a big name like Alpha Capital, you like the idea of the progressive reward system, specifically with the profit splits, you like simple rules and consistent drawdowns, and you don't mind paying a little bit more for the service, then Alpha Futures is an excellent choice. But if you're a trader who's just starting out, then Top 1 Futures might be the better option because they offer a 25k account, a 90 to 10% profit split on all accounts, more affordable pricing and an instant sim account, and have a little bit more Trustpilot reviews. Ultimately, it comes down to your platform of choice, your strategy, and your trading preference. Both firms are excellent. You can't go wrong with neither of them. Make sure to check them out in more detail at Propvator.com and grab the best industry offer, which is valid for a limited time only. Thank you for watching this review. I'll see you in the next one.